The next phase is anaphase. In anaphase, the centromeres divide. So what happens at this point, each chromosome goes from having two sister chromatid to two separate chromosomes. See, simply what is happening during anaphase, the sister chromatids, they separate from one another, they separate from each other. These were the sister chromatids, right? So these sister chromatids, they separate from each other and they will move towards the opposite poles. So this half will move towards this pole and this chromatid will move towards this pole. So the sister chromatids, they separate at the kinetochore. Here kinetochore was there, right? These two joints. So they separated kinetochores and the daughter chromosomes will then move towards the opposite poles. Because this microtubules, it gets shortens. That is why they get separated and they move towards the opposite poles. Next we have telophase. During telophase, the chromatids, they reach their opposite poles of the spindle. The chromatids will reach the opposite poles. The next change will be the nuclear envelope, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, all these organelles and the nucleolus, all this will appear. We have studied that during prophase, this nuclear envelope used to dissociate, all the organelles used to disappear, isn't it? So during telophase, they will appear. So this is a major change that occurs in telophase. And the chromosomes, they then uncoil to form chromatids. During prophase, we have seen we used to get condensed chromosome from chromatin, right? But at the end of telophase, the chromosomes, they will uncoil to form chromatin. So till here we have seen in telophase, the nucleus, it actually divides. Our karyokinosis is over here. The nucleus gets separated, it gets divided. The next step will be cytokinosis. So after nuclear division, cytokinosis will occur. In cytokinosis, the division of cytoplasm occurs. So cytokinosis is the division of the cytoplasm, and we have two different types of such division that will occur in animal cell and in plant cell. So in animal cell, a cleavage farrow forms and separates the daughter cell. So a cleavage farrow will occur in animal cell. So in animal cell, a cleavage farrow appears in the cytoplasm of the cell. So the cytoplasm will divide into two equal parts. The cleavage farrow, it appears in their cytoplasm. Since in animal cell, the outermost layer is the plasma membrane. So the plasma membrane will divide the cell into two daughter cells, and each cell will contain its own nucleus. The two daughter cells will contain nucleus. So remember this, in animal cell, a cleavage farrow forms. So a cleavage farrow will form in the cytoplasm, in the plasma membrane, which will divide the cell into two equal parts. And in case of plant cell, a new cell wall formation is triggered at the center of the cell. Here, can you see? By forming a cell plate inside the cell, resulting in two daughter cells. So, in case of plant cell, a cell plate forms. Here, a new cell wall is forming. Can you see this cell wall? It is forming inside the cell, and this is, we call it a cell plate. This will then divide the cell into two equal parts. So in case of animal, we have seen cleavage furrow is formed, and in case of plant cell, a cell plate is formed. And in both the case, we will get 2 daughter cells. So at the end of the mitosis, we got 2 daughter cells with identical copies of their genetic material of their parents. So here you need to remember the different phases of mitosis, what all specific changes is taking place in each of the phase. And here our mitosis is completed.